Hello, everyone. My name is Dylan Nguyen, and I'm going to talk about my topic, Abraham Lincoln. The reason I chose Abraham Lincoln as my topic was because he's a famous, iconic man who made a huge impact on slavery. And since he's very well known, everyone can have a better idea or understanding of his action towards African American history. I will go over the five major points that made Abraham Lincoln contribute to African American history and what made him such a great man. There's an importance behind just ending slavery. First of all, he saw how wrong slavery was. He grew up with a family in Kentucky during the time slavery was a regular thing, and his family owned slaves. However, Lincoln thought slavery was wrong. His intentions was to end slavery, in which later gained his education to not only take care of his family, but to end slavery in the future. Another point is that he ran for president to end slavery. He became a lawyer to run for election, becoming the 16th president to fulfill his purpose. It was during the Civil War in which his action helped turn the tides. Another thing is, he created that ended slavery. The contract that ended slavery was called Emancipation Proclamation. Well, this is part of African American history because this is what ended slavery. This played a huge role of ending slavery. What the Emancipation Proclamation is, the contract that freed all men and women who were owned or enslaved. He created this contract when he was the president at the time, in which later became part of the law when he signed it. Another thing is, he helped free men have a social status of their own. He believed in the power of social status and that everyone is given the chance to acquire that. African Americans were treated unfairly and compared to white men. It would lead to a huge disadvantage because they would still be owned and enslaved by white men. By allowing slaves to become free men, they were able to become what they want to be defined as. Lincoln's thought of everyone view in having each other have their own dignity made him become an iconic, graceful leader, in which he was given a name as Father Abraham for his actions. Lastly, he affected future movements. His intention was to end slavery, but his idea led to economic differences, which impact on slavery again. His way of philosophy improved the country by running an anti-slavery movement, which was known as the abolishment movement. He protested by delivering a speech that was convincing enough to transform a divided people into a nation that would fulfill the promise of its revolutionary origins. His growth of change impacted the lives of many civilians. African Americans were able to stand by Abraham's platform. At the end, Abraham united both white and black men into becoming equal men. In conclusion, Abraham Lincoln had strong opinions into what ending slavery can do to help the country. He ran for president in which he can make a change. Lincoln created an important contract, Emancipation Proclamation, which he signed for to help free all men. He was able to give everyone a social status. Those who were once slaves have right to define themselves, and that was the main importance of freedom. And his abolishment movement caused future movements to happen because without it, people would never be able to speak from their minds. This research has helped me learn more about Abraham Lincoln. I knew about Abraham Lincoln freeing slaves, but I was able to know more in depth about the president. I learned more, and he inspired me to believe that having good intentions lead to great things. In fact, I believe that his strong beliefs led him to make those differences. Not only he fulfilled his purpose to please the people, but he achieved his goal by speaking from his mind. Abraham Lincoln was a great president and a had a goal to fulfill. Thank you for listening to this presentation.